Alright, good afternoon, everybody. This is gonna be a short video, or audio really, with a blacked out screen. If you can hear crackling in the background, that is my fireplace inside of the cabin. And I was going back through journal entries that I had made, just detailing my spiritual journey the last, I'll say 5 years. And the Seven Stooges message that I just released, I think yesterday, reading a channeled message that I released yesterday. When I was going back through my journals, I found a confirmation from a year ago, this past year, where I had received the beginning of that message. And the very first thought I had is, if I had known it would take a year, I likely would have just passed it off. But one of the lessons that I've learned in my journey is to not put a time frame on anything. That when it's meant to when an event is meant to happen or unfold, it will. And so whatever is unfolding right now in your life, I hope that it's my desire for you to have learned whatever it is that that is part of your journey, for you to learn and apply in your life, to no longer repeat whatever pattern is unfolding. But anyways, so I just hope everyone is having a good day, and I send you love, light, strength, and just peace wherever you're at, in whatever circumstance you find yourself in. And this is a poem that I wrote in November in my journal of 2021, and it's called Pathway to Healing. Facing the gray season, she sees the darkness within her sister, a wild woman in pain and misery of what could have been her victory. The lie, never to be, a delusion created in the void of her love and acceptance of that particular darkness within oneself. While one ascends, the other transcends to the depths of a void no words can describe. The pain wreathing here. Yet healing is just as real and true here as in the warmth of the sun. And sun here is spelled S-U-N, not S-O-N. And a little backstory on this poem. I had been meditating, and I have, for the last 5+ years, have experienced from one particular energy connected to my life, just a very consistent, very narcissistic, behavior pattern. And I, made the choice very early on to just keep it away from me and put up boundary lines and obstacles to any kind of communication or interaction with that individual. And consistently, this individual has attempted to just send very negative thought forms to people close to me, so that they would mistreat me and so that they would just lose respect for me and just totally abandon me. And part of this experience for me has been the mirror effect, or I should say reflection, of recognizing that that is a pattern that comes from very deep, soul deep pain that has not been acknowledged or accepted by that individual. And so what they push out towards people, blaming people for what is unfolding in their life, is truly a lack of recognition of their own control over the choices that they make. And it has nothing to do with who they're projecting that anger and wrath towards. And as someone who grew up in a very abusive and chaotic household, I can see that as a defense mechanism of someone who, when faced with the choice of healing or going deeper into the pain and getting lost in the maze of that, chose to get lost in the maze of it rather than heal. My choice has been the other side of that, which is to heal. And so, as much as I can empathize and sympathize with the pain and the trauma, I still hold people accountable for their choices, because we all need to be held accountable for the choices that we make, because there's ripple effects that correlate to those choices, and we don't have the capacity to control who is in the boat of those ripple effects and how long that ripple effect is affecting, the fabric of humanity, really. And so, watching this person self-destruct and self-sabotage when they have had opportunity after opportunity to heal and to do what needs to be done to not just help themselves, but really truly impact the relationship that they have with those they love, has been and is very heavy, because I never want people to choose not to heal. I would love for people that are hurt, that are bound up in their trauma mentally, in their minds, in their hearts, in their bodies, in their actions, in their behavior patterns, to step aside of all that conditioning and ask themselves, I wonder what it would be like if that was no longer a story I told about myself, if I was healed from this, because I think, I believe that people, when you do that, will choose to heal. It doesn't mean that it's always easy. It doesn't mean that it's always comfortable, because you will always have people that will view you as damaged goods, or just one choice away from, losing it, one choice away from, saying everything has gone to hell in a handbasket, the lack of, and, so even as you choose to heal, you're still going to face the silent judgment of people that have never been in your shoes, that have never experienced what you've experienced, holding your experiences over your head as if you somehow are responsible for them, or less of a person because they've happened to you. And you just have to develop, in the process of choosing to heal, a very thick skin, and just recognize that what people think of you, how they view you, is none of your business. And, who cares? As long as you are in a place, in that sweet spot where you know yourself and you accept yourself and you are fully consciously aware of the impact of your choices and your actions and your behavior patterns on yourself and other people, then that's all you need. You don't need the approval or, oh yeah, you're doing a good job from anybody, because you're already on the right path to discovering who you are and living in that and embodying that energy, which no one can take away from you. And so I just want to leave that thought on the channel with everybody in this poem. I hope that you enjoyed it, and that you find the time today to just kind of reflect on the past year and what you are wanting to see happen in your life, see unfold in your life, and going with the flow in that process. Because the more we chase what we want, the further away we push it. When, we say this is what I want, and then we let it go and we release it, and we live in the moment, amazingly enough, I think oftentimes we will find that that thing that you have wanted and yearned for is brought into your life in the right time. So everybody, this is a quick message, is a quick message. I hope you enjoy your day today, and you just, have some good, fun laughter and peaceful rest tonight. All right.